And so please allow yourself to land. And simply take a breath in. Take that breath in and then release. Exhale. Doing that a few times. Breathing in and sighing it out. And take this moment to set an intention for yourself for today's class. Whatever word, expression just came to mind there, just receive it. And if nothing came to you, then leave that space. Allow it to arrive to you during the next few moments. And from here, transition. Remember that little post I was reading yesterday about this 3-year-old. Let your body show you how to transition. And as you transition, it's not easy getting from down to up. So see, where does it flow? Where does it get a bit stuck? And play with that over a while. See if you can soften the areas you're stuck. And then just have a wriggle. As you know, I'm doing this training with Gil Headley. He's an anatomist, and we were looking at dissection. He used to be a priest, I said this to you before, so he comes from a very spiritual way, a really nice way. He's very unique in his teaching. But we were looking at the adipose layer. So that's the layer just directly under the skin, what people sometimes call the fatty layer. And I got really excited about our fatty layer. It's so cool. It's got all these little globules. It receives, it absorbs all the toxins that we choose to eat and drink. So it's like, you described it like a face mask, like a clay mask. Come to the front of your mat, and I'll finish telling you the story as we go. So coming to the front of your mat and then starting to find your way into your sun salutation. As you breathe in, come to height. Feel that height through your body. As you exhale, roll, and in the softness, see, can you find that softness? Can you find that adipose layer? And then as you inhale again, stretching it out. You talked about wrinkles and the joy of wrinkles. So we can do this. We can reach and take up a lot more space because our skin has this elasticity. Exhaling, curling down. Inhaling, rolling back up again. Opening, coming to your toes. Exhaling, coming on back down. And this time when you come down to flat back, hang out there. Stay in flat back. Length. Easing and releasing. Into your squat. And from your squat, stepping back with whichever foot calls you and playing in your lunge. So this is just your warm-up lunge. We're going to be playing with lunges more today, so in and out. Easing and releasing. See whether you want to be on your knee doing that or whether you want to be taking the knee off the ground, making it that little bit harder. The next time you're on your back foot, yield. See if you can really let the weight of your body sink into the earth, and from there, rebounding, coming up, back to center. From center, bending the knees and coming up. Reaching for the stars. And let's just go straight away, back down, the whole way down and up into flat back. Length through your flat back, bending, or going through your side body. We played with that last night, side body. So tilting your hip from side to side, Lengthening one side, releasing the other side, and then coming to what feels like neutral, feels like long through both. Bending into your squat, from your squat, stepping back into your lunge. Again, yogi's choice, knee on the ground or not. As you just ease, starting to warm up these hips, easing and releasing. Next time you're on your back foot, push into it, stepping forward, back to forward fold, from forward fold, through your squat, and reaching for the sky. Back to prayer. Check out your breath. And then in your own time, when you're ready, we go again. Inhaling, coming to long. Exhaling, curling, softening. Softening this integrated body, all of these layers. As you inhale, opening. From the bones, the muscles, the whole body, opening up, receiving. And exhaling, coming back down through your squat into flat back. From flat back, back into your squat. From your squat, stepping back into your lunge. And so here we're going to play in this lunge again today. If you have your blocks handy, if you have blocks, then now is a good time to get them. And we're going to just ease in and out of this lunge. So beginning with the back knee on the ground, foot untucked, and just hinging forward and back. See how that is on your knee? If you need to pad up your knee, then just double your mat up so that you've got support under your knee. Coming forward into this kind of runner's lunge, hands on the ground, tucking the toes of the back toes. You can even take the back leg off the ground, back knee off the ground. Releasing the back knee onto the ground. Untucking the toes, taking the front leg out straight now. So you're taking your butt back towards your heels, front leg out straight. First with the toes on the ground, then with the toes tucked up. And then returning back one more time to bending the front knee. Here we're going to come into our dragon pose. So switching the hands on the foot, you're moving your foot slightly out, moving the two hands in so you're now balanced on your hands. If it's comfortable for you then, and if you're balanced on your hands and you can have the blocks underneath them to raise the floor if you need to, then you rotate the foot, which rotates the ankle, which allows the knee open out. And so you're into dragon pose. No weight on this front leg. That's really important. So no weight on this front leg. You're just allowing it open, seeing how that is. Bringing it back to center, walking it back in between. And then if it's available to you, and if you want to, as long as your hands are stable, so again, no weight through it, you can then let the front leg slide out in front of you. And simply enjoy that lengthening sensation, but there should be no pressure on it because there's a good chance you're still on your back knee, you're fully extended, so take the weight through your hands so that you're not, that gives you freedom then to play. Anybody who wants to tuck the back leg, back toe, can take the back knee off the ground, and you're in this full opening across the hips, the pelvis, the legs. But the weight is going through your hands. And just allowing that for a moment. Allowing the back knee down. Sitting back so you're bringing that front foot around. Bring it back. We're into all fours. From all fours, don't forget what we're doing. We're doing sun salutation, so we're going to lay our body on the ground. Come long, shoulders back as we come into cobra. Little cobras in the morning. Exhaling, coming back down. tucking your toes, back through table, and popping into dog. Have a little walk of the dog, a little wiggle of the dog, easing it out. And then in your own time, stepping with the right, meeting with the left, forward fold, from forward fold, bends the knees. Come on up and back into prayer. Well, I just fiddle with the mic. Let your breath settle. From here, we're going to go again. Now, when we get into these lungy bits, take it at your level, as always. Find your feet first. From your feet, inhale to length, exhale to roll, inhale to open, open, release. Exhale, bend the knees like you're going to skiing, and then come through, squat into your flat back. From flat back, with long neck, check that your neck is long. Back into your squat. From your squat, hands on the ground so you can step back with the other leg now. And so we're into a low lunge here. Then dropping the back knee to the ground, untucking the toe, and letting yourself actually enjoy this lunge. So letting yourself sink into it, noticing where the muscles are just like, ah. And if it's not a ah moment for you, then do something else. Find where it is. Ah. Then straightening the front leg. Sitting back towards the back leg, so you've got this nice straight front leg, now something else going on. From here then, tucking your toes, so your toes were on the ground, the front toes were on the ground, then take your front toes up toward your nose, as if you could reach, and have something else going on. Just explore. Like the astronauts in space, we are our inner somnauts. Explore. Wow. For me, I can feel that it's not even coming into my ankle from the back. And then moving forward one more time. Switching hands and foot so that now the two hands are together on the ground. The foot has been moved out. In my case, it's moved out. It's my right foot, so it's moved out to the right. Stay there for a moment. Let everything adjust. And then see, is it okay for you today? Have you raised the floor? So that if it's okay for you, then you can rotate the foot. As you rotate the foot, the knee is going to come away from the body. And this is where you have no weight in this knee. It's really important. The weight is through the hands. No weight when the knee is in this position. See how that is. Be with that for a moment. And then when you're ready, bring it back up. Forgot to do this on the other side, but for some of you, you might like to see if you can bring your elbows to the ground. So this is your knee is now straight, your foot is flat on the ground. Can you bring your elbows to the ground? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll come to the raised ground of your books. Maybe one elbow will come down. Then coming back up, exploring. These are all just different positions that you can play with. We're going to move the foot back in, so back in between the hands. And then if it's available to you, let that leg slide forward a bit. Now again, weight through the hands. These are not particularly stable, so if you're not stable, don't go into it. You want to make sure that the weight is stable through your arms as you do this. Want to look from the side. Just letting that leg slide out. And then depending if it's available to you and you want to, you can take up the toe, tuck the toes and take up the back knee. So much for me ever being able to do the splits by the time I'm 50. And so just be with that for a moment, releasing the foot down, the back knee down. If you take your butt back, that will bring your front leg back for you, and then you can bend the knee, swing it around, and you're back onto tabletop. Find the way that is most elegant and graceful for you, most releasing for you to get to that. From here, we're coming down to Cobra, if you remember, so laying your body down. Lay your body down. Nose to the ground, come long, and then come up. Don't come up so high. And from here, today, let's try something new. So you're coming up as high as you can. That's your back engaged. Now push into your hands, really take your belly towards your back. Taking your belly towards your back means it's going to bring you into tabletop. So it's a different way to how we normally come into this. From tabletop into hair. And from here, come to dog. Walk it out. Ease it and release it. See how it is. That work you did with the hips today is interesting. Exploring foundation, stability, mobility, safety. Then when you're ready, we're coming to lying down. So I'm going to do this by bringing my legs in, crossing my legs, rolling onto my butt. And from my butt, rolling onto my back. Arms out if you've got space. Little side roll. Coming that little bit more. Into windscreen wipers, so feet flat on the ground for windscreen wipers. Allowing a little more movement from side to side. Head going the opposite way to the knees. And then if you want to pause in that position, you can even bring your second knee together, and so now you're into a twist. You can take your hands and place them on the knee if you like. Head in the opposite direction. And so you're in this bound twist. Releasing the twist, very gently coming back to center. Going the other side. Hand to the knees if you like that. Opposite hand out. Head in the opposite direction. Finding space through your shoulders, across your shoulders. Coming back to center. Have a little forward back rock and roll in center. Little arch and flatten, so feet on the ground, arch and flatten. Just to reconnect, head to tail. Notice as you arch and flatten, the movement flows through your spine. And then rolling yourself around and coming to seated. Beautiful. Fantastic. Finding your way back to this position, and as you do, finding comfort and ease in this position. And then come to your breath. Find your breath. Bringing your breath into your belly. Abdominal breath is the one I love to use to center. Filling your belly. And then letting that breath as it comes into your belly, as you exhale, let it come through every part of you. As you inhale, feel every part of your torso expand, expand in front and expand behind. Inhaling, filling up your entire body, your entire life. Exhaling, releasing, releasing all that no longer serves us. Taking one more of these really, really conscious breaths. Inhaling to the entire body, seeking to even get it into your arms and at least your hips, if not your legs. Exhaling, releasing it all. And then pause. Let go of the practice. Just let your body breathe itself. Notice that your body does breathe itself. Let it become quiet. Let it become still. Let your focus just sit softly. Noticing what visitors come. Inquiring in with them with curiosity. And then letting them go. Knowing that bar, birth, death, and taxes, change is about the only constant that is with us. Our thought for the day or our card for the day. Don't take anything personally. Be immune to others' opinions. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you're immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be a victim of needless suffering. And so if that is true, what you say and do is a projection of your own reality, of your dream. What you see around you, the beauty you see around you, the joy, the goodness that you see manifest in others, in nature, that is all simply a reflection, a mirror of who you are. And so I invite you today to go and find the amount of beauty, the miracle of life, the beauty, the kindness. Find as much evidence of this as you possibly can today. It's a reflection of who you are. And notice you may not even have heard what I said. It's a reflection of who you are. Or you may have had a reaction to that, going, oh, yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever way that is, just be with it. But that's my challenge for you today, is to find as much beauty, as much joy, as much kindness as possible in the world. And so with that in mind, I invite you to bring your hands together and to bow and offer peace. Om Shanti.